everyone, what's happening? It's Rob, the Generation X gamer, and now that the election is over, it's time for some Star Wars Battlefront news. Well, DICE threw us a bone for Halloween and gave everyone the cybernetic female skin. It was cool to get a new skin, but this left us wanting more, especially those of us frustrated with the bugs in the game. We then got news about the upcoming Ultimate Edition of Battlefront, which will be available this month, and it contains the Season Pass. With the game being discounted at $15 at Walmart for Black Friday, and with the Season Pass still at $50, we can expect the price to be around $65. I hope this will bring more players into the game since the player base has gotten smaller since the Death Star DLC. Even at $15, the game is cheap, and those who didn't want to buy the game for what they felt was lack of content should give it a try. The next bit of news came from Polygon.com, where they reported that EA and DICE's sequel to Star Wars Battlefront is scheduled to be released in the fall of 2017, which Electronic Arts said during an investor call. CFO of EA, Blake Jorgensen, confirmed that the sequel is coming a year from now, which suggests the game will be released next fall. He goes on to say, "We're working very hard on making sure that this is an extremely deep and engaging offering." Now, hopefully this means that we're getting a campaign mode in the next game, as well as new maps, heroes, and weapons from the new movies, and hopefully still have content from the original trilogy. I'm not really that interested in the prequel era because I feel it was completely played out while the movies were released and even afterwards. I also think it's a generational thing too, because if you listen to younger Star Wars fans, they like the prequels and say their favorite movie is Revenge of the Sith, whereas fans my age prefer the original trilogy and feel Empire Strikes Back is the best. But that's a topic for another time. For some more recent news, earlier this week, Dennis Bronveld, the lead multiplayer designer for Battlefront at DICE, tweeted the following: "So today I worked my last day on Battlefront. I'll be on paternity leave, taking care of my 2 boys. See you next year." First, I'd like to extend a congratulations to Dennis on this wonderful news. Dennis has been great at keeping us up to date with news about the game and answering questions from players. He will be gone for a year, which means we are losing a great member of the community who kept us informed about changes made to the game and listened to us fans and incorporated some changes as we requested. On Reddit, some posters feel the loss of Dennis will mean that we will receive even less information as they feel the community managers have been absent. I have to say I agree with this sentiment because if you look at the information that's come from EA and DICE, we've only been hearing from Dennis and occasionally from Christian and Guillaume. The community managers have been nowhere in sight. In another tweet, Dennis replied to a question on Twitter from user John King about an upcoming patch for Battlefront due to the bugs plaguing the game. Dennis's response was, "Team's in a good place, set to deliver a movie tie-in DLC and our first ever VR experience. Patch will come with that." The one good piece of information we can cling to is that Dennis says the team's in a good place, making it sound as if the Scarif DLC is coming along nicely and the team is making very good progress. Yet we still don't have any information about new modes for the Death Star or the hero skins for Luke, Han, and Leia. Overall, the news is disappointing though because we have to wait another month before the bugs are finally addressed in the game. He doesn't go on to say all the bugs, just that a patch will come with the next DLC. This could mean that all bugs will not be fixed. At first, I thought this would be the case based upon the following tweet from Elliot over at Battlefront Updates earlier this week. He goes on to say, "PSA, never pick up hero pickups if you're playing Extraction on the Sorosub refinery map. You will get stuck." Now, this has been a bug for some time now, and the Battlefront hero designer Guillaume replied to the tweet saying, "I'll try to look into it. Thanks." It seemed from his response, this is the first time he's hearing this bug. However, Guillaume was active on Twitter yesterday and sent out a bunch of tweets. I'm going to go over each of them. The first one was, "Sorry for the no update, everyone. Have been deep into Scarif and I'm starting to see the light. I will try to read messages and answers ASAP." Now, it's understandable that the developers have been busy working on Scarif DLC. I just would have hoped that DICE would have brought back a few developers to Battlefront to fix the bugs. The second tweet was, "The Sorosub refinery hero pickup bugs should be fixed and is being tested." And what's great about hearing this is that he only acknowledged the bug a few days ago, and a fix is already being tested. The next tweet was, "Lando and Bosk glitch fix is being tested." Now, if you're unaware, the glitch is triggered when picking up the hero icon while equipped with a certain loadout. The first loadout is a pulse cannon, jump pack, and personal shield with the EE3, which should be used for Lando. And for Bosk, it's the scout binoculars, jump pack, and personal shield. And then you perform the hero glitch you normally would in Hero Hunt. By doing this, for either Lando or Bosk, you get unlimited power blasts or micro grenades. Again, great news that they have been able to isolate this and a fix is being tested. In his next tweet, he says, Darth Vader learned a new move, multitasking. At first, I thought he was hinting at the possibility of a trait for Vader, but it became apparent that it means Vader won't be completely vulnerable if he performs the Force choke. I actually don't use the Force choke as much because you can get slaughtered because triggering the move leaves you unable to block or even swing his lightsaber. I hope it does allow us to trigger the choke and then be able to block and use his saber offensively. But the question remains, though, will it be also extended to other heroes as well, especially Chewbacca? His next tweet, he says, worked on stuns against heroes. Stun locking should be less of an issue soon. Again, this is another welcome fix because once a hero gets hit, he or she locks up and it becomes very annoying. He did go on to say that he can't give dates or talk about any content updates, but it's still great news to finally hear from someone at DICE and that they are working on some fixes. Now, in addition to those tweets from yesterday, he did have some answers to other tweets today. In regards to a question about being wanted killed by a speeder bike as a hero with full health, he replied, thanks, we were already looking at this, we should fix it in the next patch. He was also asked about the multiple hero glitch on Walker Assault and Hero Hunt, and he replied, this is fixed in our build, I can't give any dates to when it's going to be deployed. One of the best tweets that Guillaume posted was the following. I will track and update on fixes, tease my changes, and at some point talk about new heroes. Maybe. Oh man, finally, if he can tease us with some more changes and talk about the new heroes, it'll definitely get us excited for the Rogue One DLC. And I really hope that the DLC and the patch addresses most of the bugs and provides us with these missing pieces. With no October or November patch, I hope they were able to tackle all of them over this time. We are going to have to, however, collectively hold our breath once the Scarif DLC launches and hope that no additional bugs are introduced to the game. Now, in addition to the tweets from Guillaume, we have one other bit of news late today from Daniel, one of the level artists at DICE, who posted the following tweet. He goes on to say, I'm officially done with Rogue One for Star Wars Battlefront. Reveal coming soon, now off to a different project. Now that the map and levels of Scarif are done, it sounds like the DLC is in the hands of the developers and we can expect the DLC to be released in early December before or with Rogue One. And I'm hoping the reveal will come this month. In other Battlefront news, EA updated their live events page and posted that starting on November 17th, EA and DICE are offering a quad score weekend to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Star Wars Battlefront. In addition to the quad score, those of you that have not bought the Season Pass or any of the DLCs can play them all for free during this weekend as well. Now, EA hinted at this in a story posted last month regarding what is coming to Star Wars Battlefront this holiday season. Again, great opportunity for those of you without the Season Pass or DLCs, and for those of you trying to get to the max rank of 90, next weekend is your chance to level up quickly by taking advantage of the quad score. Well, that's it for Battlefront news. Let me know what you think about the delay in the patch, or your thoughts on Dennis going on paternity leave and how it will affect the community, and lastly, if you're looking forward to the quad score weekend. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. More gaming news to come. Generation X Gamer out.